There we go. This will be a little bit better. Cleaning the lens. And get you guys in nice and close here. How's everybody doing today? Hi, Rudy. I keep forgetting that, like, this thing puts me in the middle of the screen. I'm gonna put some music on. Just gonna do a quick eyeshadow look on my lunch here. I haven't worn makeup in a couple days. God, I hate ads. I also haven't done anything to my hair today. I probably will refresh it at some point, but this is what we're looking like today. So I'm just gonna prep my eyes with some concealer. I'm just gonna close my blinds here just so the lighting is the same. Hi, Band-Aid. You know, the only time I have to worry about that is when I'm using mascara. Happens more than I like to admit. How's your lunch? What'd you get? It's kind of loud. I also realized I have this really bad habit of like doing that, and then I get like these creases in my forehead. I'm using this so that I'm hoping the mic sounds better. What are you hoping for? I'm gonna have my leftover ramen that I made yesterday. I'm gonna set this with the KVD Locket setting powder. This is just a sample size or travel size. And there's way too much on top. So I dip it in and tap it out. A Whopper? It is Whopper Wednesday. I gotta say, I had quite a few of those in the summer when I was playing baseball. All of our games were double headers. So, like, when I was leaving here, it was just a little bit too early to have dinner. Plus, I'm also going to be running. So I didn't usually eat like dinner before I left. So then when I was on my way home, I'd usually just be starving. If you don't have oily eyelids, you don't need to set this. I do though, so I need to put a barrier between. Wow, that got really red. That's what I get for picking at my face. Drink some water. I'm so dehydrated. All right, today I want to play around with my purple palette. This girl. It's seriously so pretty that like every time I open it, I don't know what to use, which doesn't happen a lot. Usually, like with any of my palettes, there's only like a third of them, if that I use. And I'm just going to take my color switch thing. This doesn't like clean the bacteria or anything from your brushes. It just helps get rid of like the pigment. So like even though it looks like there's still color, it won't actually be that. I do need to wash my brushes though. Really haven't done that in a while. And keep an eye on the time here. So to start, I'm gonna go in with this one up here. It looks kind of brownish, but it's actually like purple. If you like purples, this is the palette for you. You know, I really liked this channel at first, but I realized it's literally like the same 5 songs. I do like the vibes of it though. So I'm just taking like a large fluffy brush and applying that in my crease or like just above it. This is what works for my eye shape because I've actually noticed that I kind of have some hooded eyes these days. Like when I open them, there isn't a lot of lid space showing. So I'm doing like small circle motions in like towards that way, and then when I'm in this corner, I do this circle the opposite. So like using a mirror like close to me when I'm doing, but I also use my mirror like further away just to check the details because sometimes it's also easier to see the detail from further away. I think I'm going to go in with this one here, D4. And I'm going to go on with like a smaller brush. It's like a fluffy, but it's thinner that way and then wider that way. This helps like blend it, but is a little bit more precise. So I'm going to put that directly into the crease. And on this outer lid here. And then once I have it placed, I'm going to start blending it. And I'm holding it at the end of the brush so that I'm applying less pressure. Tell me as a again, I'm gonna place it. And then blend it. So my Mexico group is messaging right now because we have time off in March, which is like when we normally go. But because tests are required to come back, we're like kind of iffy because like we can't miss work after having already been on vacation. So I think we're gonna go to a cabin that week here. This side is a little bit lighter, so I'm gonna tap in and apply just a bit more. So when I'm like first applying it, I'm using like the thinner side. Yo, Donkey! Thank you for the resub. 7 months? Doing wear new makeup for lunch? What do you mean? Also, welcome in, OWXT. Gotta keep an eye on the time here. So I'm gonna go back to the first brush with nothing else on it and just blend over that. You all right? The key to a good eye look is honestly just like blending, taking the time to blend. Especially if you're doing like a smoky look. I'm gonna go into, oops, this like dark shade here. With that smaller brush still. Like dip my finger in the other. And then I'm going to place that on the outer third. And you want to start closer to the lash line, and then as you have less on your brush, then you want to work your way up. Just a little bit into the crease. So even though this looked brown in the pan, it's like very purple. Waiting for the Rudy glam up? Well, he is behind me. Booty. This is always behind me. Hi S1s, how you doing? Again, I'm just going in with that first brush with nothing on it. All right, so the base is ready. So I'm gonna put on some shimmer. What do I want to do today? I'm going to go with the gold, actually. I'm going to go with C4 here. And I'm just using my finger. I find shimmers apply the best. Back to work. Thanks for stopping in, man. I appreciate it. Go sell those parts. I kind of feel like this shade's almost more of a topper. I probably should have put an eyeshadow underneath, but that's all right. Like there's not too much base to this. And I'm not bringing it too high up because I want the crease to stay that color or shade. Now I'm going to grab the smaller brush that had the purple on it. Again, I'm not picking anything up. And then I'm just going to gently go over this to kind of blend it out so it's not harsh. I always call it a seam. That's not like the right word. I'm just going to take a tissue, clean up underneath, and then clean up this outer corner here. And then with the smaller brush, I'm going to go into that first shade that we used and go underneath. I never used to put eyeshadow underneath, but it kind of hides the bags, so it's nice. And I'm only doing like the outer 2/3. I'm not bringing it all the way in. And then make sure you connect it to that outer. Oh, I just poked myself in the eye. Yo, Dolphin, how you doing? Got 6 minutes. I'm good, thanks. Just chilling out, doing some makeup. Makeup's like kind of my therapy. So I grabbed that darker shade and I'm just putting it on the outer part. How you doing? It's a little more dramatic than I was going for, but you know. So again, I'm going in with that first brush, nothing on it, just going over everything. Trying to rank up on Apex. What level or what rank are you on? Who's your main? I don't know if I've asked this before. I'm gonna do some inner corner highlight. I usually do like more of a brightening, but I'm gonna go a little bit more gold on this since the lid shade is gold. All right, the shadow is done. Hi, Nath. How you doing? Good afternoon. I'm just gonna grab my smaller mirror. That nice. This is the L'Oreal Flash Cat Eye. Oh yeah, I guess it's evening. Eyeliner, you need to be patient. Do it in slow. I'm gonna do a little baby wing. Perfect. I'm just gonna blend this out with my finger a little bit. It's a little bit harsher than I was going for. Guys, it's so dry here. I'm so sorry you have to see my crusty lips. I went to my cousin's last night and the ice like turns into like ruts on the street. And my car almost went sideways like 5 times on her street. Like I couldn't even go idle speed. I had to have my foot on the brake. No, it's not black ice. It's just like there are like ruts in the street or like on the road. So like if your tires aren't perfectly aligned, your car just like spins out. An eyelash hanging in my eyeball. No, I don't have winter tires because I barely drive, but my car, even with all season tires on it, it's actually pretty good. It's just been that icy this year. I don't know why this is already. It's just because this like the city hasn't cleaned the streets, so like it just forms from people driving on it. Like the city's like pretty good at cleaning like the main streets and stuff, but yeah, like any side streets, you're basically effed. Here, let's remedy this. All right, I have a minute. I'm gonna go in with my CoverGirl Full Lash Bloom. Not my favorite mascara, but it was on sale. It does do a nice job. I just hate these silicone brushes. The cracks on the road? No, so like you know when like snow falls and then you like step or drive in it, it like forms an imprint, right? So the snow is like piled on the street or like just falls on the street. And then from just cars driving on it in the same spot, it like forms these ruts. And then it hardens because it's so freaking cold, or it gets packed. Oh, I just stabbed myself in the eyeball. And yeah, so it like forms these like ice ruts basically. And yeah, if your tires aren't lined up properly, you just kind of go sideways. Which is scary because there are cars parked on the street. All right. Here's the finished. I'll show you guys a natural. I think it looks more pink in natural. Chain wheels can fix that. Yeah, I mean probably. But I don't really drive, so I'm not spending the money on that. Anyway, my lunch break is over. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I might not be on tonight. I'm not sure. I'll post on my Discord and Twitter if I'm not. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Bye.